Let's talk about audacity. Why? Because the richest people, they have a lot of audacity. If you ever look at fellas, the School of Hard Knocks page, it's oozing with audacity. So I asked myself, what's your problem? Like me, because I asked myself, what is my problem? We have audacity. Every day we wake up and we act like we know what we're doing. That's audacity. So, how about using audacity to get to the life and financial status, the coins that we really want? Hey, I'm Christina, and this is my year. Well, every year is my year, but this one, this one about to slap. This channel is my journey to have some cajones and to have some fucking audacity with my life because I'm aware that there's so much more that I could be doing with my life. I'm doing pretty okay, right? I'm doing pretty okay as is, but there is literally so much more that I could be doing with my life, like helping other entrepreneurs, building better businesses, just creating stuff that maybe the world actually does need. But sometimes comfort takes over, responsibilities take over, you get in a zone of stagnation, stagnant. I don't even know how to say the root word no more. You get stagnant, is what I'm saying. Okay, you find yourself and you ain't gone nowhere. You look up and you're still where you were, is what I'm trying to say. But guess what? We're not doing that anymore. We're not doing that anymore. Where do we begin? So let's start with my big, hairy, audacious goal, which is to quit my job, to be work optional, to not need the W 2 in 45 days or less. I really just pulled some random number out of thin air, which is my birthday. So by my birthday of this year, the goal is to explore having the audacity to quit my job because sometimes you have to let go in order to grow. Like in order to do more, you have to let go the stagnation and further yourself because work gets in the way of life. And as the good folks say, if you're not building your dream, you're going to be building somebody else's. Back to audacity. Why have audacity now? Do you have a better time? Do we want to do this for 5 years? Do you want to go to work for 5 years? And do them people at work want to deal with you for 5 more years? And so now is the time because at this big old age, we should be building brands. We should be building businesses. We should be building things that are sustainable and can grow, not chasing how to make money online hustles. Leave that for the 20-year-olds, okay? Leave that for them. Because look, I did that in my 20s. I even started some businesses in my 30s. Okay, the moment I got an idea of a business, I quit that job and went all in on that business, is what I did. Okay, but again, at this big old age, let's let them young folks have that how to make money online thing. Let's let them have them side hustles. I didn't really find my lane, like the thing that I actually enjoy doing that you cannot get me to shut up about. I didn't find that until this big old age of 40 and so now I'm here. Okay, and let me tell you about being realistic. Okay, being realistic will only get you as far as reality will take you. And the thing about reality is you have to be delusional to get farther than, I guess, the expectations. I don't know who makes the imaginary glass ceiling, but you have to be delulu to get past that glass ceiling, whether it's of your own making or someone else's design or just obstacles in the way. And I know everybody online be, oh, delulu, you got to be delusional to get your dream. You do, and do. Because if you cannot imagine it, there is no possible way in the world that it can happen, that it can come to fruition. If you don't see it for yourself, if you don't believe, like you can't. because already there's invisible glass ceilings in the way. There's invisible obstacles in the way. Your mindset is the first one. If you don't believe that you can actually make it happen, you can't. So your mindset has to change. And then after that, like you have to actually make it happen, which is all the other obstacles in the world. Don't have enough time for it, don't have the mental capacity for it, always got distractions happening around me. Like, to become your best self, for me to become my best self, like the me who has all of the things that my vision has created, I know she's like a 360 of me. She is not me now. So I know I still have some expanding to do, some growth to do, some mental work to do to get to my best self, which is her. I'm trying to get to her. What I see in front of me is reality, but audacity doesn't care about reality. Okay, so we're gonna need to pour some Delulu in our coffee in the morning because this is the year. It's now. The time is now. And someone said, if you live it right the first time, once is enough. And I agree because I don't know what next life will bring. Okay, but let me also tell you what audacity is not. Okay, audacity is not being reckless. The same way I said I used to have a job. I used to have a job in my 20s, but the moment I got an idea of a business that I wanted to do, I quit my job. And while that's cool for 20, at 40 okay, that ain't cool. That's reckless. That is reckless because I got people who depend on me now. I got bills to pay. I have whatever, whatever. And while I hate that sentiment because it does keep you kind of stuck sometimes, it's the reality. So the reality is audacity does not mean recklessness, but audacity does mean that if you create a strategic plan, like figure it out. Where are you going? And you know what? I feel like that was part of the problem in my younger years. I just had this idea, but I didn't have a plan to get to that idea. It was just, ooh, I want to make a rainbow in the sky. Let's go do it. There was no plan. Well, how are we going to start? Okay, you don't always have to know how it's going to happen or how you're going to make it happen, but you at least got a plan to start. We at least need one goal that we're trying to get to. Okay, like the goal now is to get to replace the income. That's the goal. The goal is the income that we're replacing. But before, like you need a goal that you're headed to, and you at least need a plan on how you about to start. Cause what we painting rainbows in the sky with. And why I love that the idea just seems so delulu. Don't be reckless and not have a plan, is what I'm saying. If you 40 and if you 20, you go do that. If you are 20, even early 30, you go do that. 40 and don't y'all dare. Don't you dare. Okay, so I have a plan. I have the math as to where I am headed to. And the next step is only to, I've decided this is what I am doing. And the next step is to move aggressively. Okay, to aggressively move towards this goal, like anything in the way is getting bulldozed. Like you just knocked over. That's it. Wasn't no warning. It was coming. Nothing of the sort. Anything in the way of this plan is getting bulldozed. Point, period. What goal that you have would be non-negotiable this year if you have more audacity? Well, that's it for me. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you want to see how this turns out, because Lord knows I don't know either. If you want to see how this turns out, please hit that subscribe button. Leave your audacity year in the comments below, and I see you in the next one.